Bitch ass niggas. Look, blood. For the homies that's from the hood, nigga. And the Damus that know me well, blood. I'm power for you niggas to sit around, blood, and allow this bitch ass buster ass nigga with this jury curl to put these allegations attached to my name, bro, and don't give me my due process, nigga. Paro, nigga, you niggas is foul, blood. Dead homies, nigga. And mark my words, bro, you will answer to it, fool. Now, with that being said, blood, hey, Tree Gang, blood, handle my lightweight, blood. I don't got time to be playing with these internet and YouTubers, niggas, blood. Paro, nigga.
What's bracking, y'all? I'm here to address these false allegations that Snoopy Badass put on Bompton Giuno.
Bitch ass nigga.
Let the record reflect, I got official court documents here. Superior Court. You can take a screenshot if you like. Official court documents. I'm here to address the case number TA 106871, People versus Tyler Jenkins.
Who's that?
Bompton Giuno. I put emphasis on People versus Tyler Jenkins because I'm sure you guys did not know when this crime was committed, it was 3 minors on this case. Not just Giuno being a minor. It was Steve Martin, a minor, and LaDante Harris. Speaking of which, I have some official court documents that I'm about to read to you guys. Trial resumes from June 24th, 2010 with all parties present. As before, excluding the jury. Steve Martin is granted use and immunity as fully reflected in official notes of the court reporter. Steve Martin turned state evidence against Tyler Jenkins and was granted full immunity. He was picked up 10 minutes later after the shooting and turned state evidence. I also have another page here where it says the deputy district attorney put on the record that the witness, LaDante Harris, had previously been granted use and immunity as fully reflected in official notes of the court reporter. He also got picked up with Steve Martin 10 minutes later after the shooting with bullets on his way to try to retrieve the gun, and at the station turned state evidence against Tyler Jenkins.
Bitch ass nigga.
Neither one of these two dudes was mentioned when Snoopy Badass put out that appellant summary. Why?
Fuck Snoopy Badass.
Because they were minors.
And his mama.
And also because Tyler Jenkins was a minor, that was an appellant summary. That was not official court documents. But you guys can go down to the court and get the official court documents before you put a jacket or judgment on someone, because that's foul. So,
fuck Snoopy Badass and his kids, nigga.
Like I said, it was 3 minors on this case. 2 was granted full immunity, and now we just have the People versus Tyler Jenkins. So how can you be a snitch if it's people versus you? How can you be a snitch if it's 2 people who granted immunity? So therefore, the police already picked them up. They sent the police to pick up the weapon, and now they're on the hunt for Jenkins. With that being said, they already gave a statement to the police that they believed. So it was nothing that Giuno could have said that would have went against these dudes, and they already granted them full immunity.
Bitch ass niggas.
So that's so much for your fake news. Now y'all know that it was 3 people who committed that crime. 1 person who went to jail. And if he did some snitching, it should have been some more people picked up or some more doors kicked in, or no. Anyway, so I have more official court documents here I'm about to read. This one here is when Tyler Jenkins' lawyer filed the self-defense motion because of LaDante's statement, because of Steve Martin's statement. Once the lawyer seen this, he told Tyler Jenkins, we got to file this motion for self-defense because with this dude's background and what these people that's telling on you said, that's the only thing that's going to work. So here we go. The defendant, Tyler Jenkins, is alleged to be a member or an associate of the Treetop Bloods. On the day of the shooting, he was with Steve Martin, a Treetop. This is a synopsis of the case. Again, a summary. It's not the statements because these guys were minors. On the day of the shooting, he was with Steve Martin, a Treetop. You heard him. He was a Treetop and he was with him. And he got immunity? No accessory? Okay, never mind. LaDante Harris, a possible Treetop associate. A Treetop. Never mind. I'm not going. The treetops occupy an area described as Alameda on the east, Rosecrans on the north, Wilmington on the west, and Compton Boulevard on the south. The name treetops come from the various tree names in the above delineated area. The Compton Barrio Tortilla Flats, a Hispanic street gang, co-occupy the above described area. It is well recognized by law enforcement and the public that T Flats hate all blacks, and in particular hate Treetops, which is a black gang. The two gangs have long controlled this area as mortal enemies. The victim in the case is Eder Socia Vicencio, a hardcore member of the T Flats. He was the driver of the vehicle occupied by 3 other male Hispanics. The right front passenger has been identified as Eric Najaro, a member of T Flats as well. Najaro has failed to name the other 2 individuals in the vehicle. The other 2 dudes in the vehicle was never named. Eric never told on them, and Hammer was dead. Defendant Jenkins, Harris, and Martin were walking westbound on Poplar, approaching the northeast corner of Acacia and Poplar. The vehicle containing the 4 male Hispanics was traveling northbound on Acacia, approaching Poplar. Martin eventually tagged over T Flats gang graffiti on a stop sign at the northeast corner of Acacia and Poplar. Martin, Harris, and Jenkins crossed the street and proceeded north on Acacia on the west sidewalk. Martin and Harris were approximately 20 feet north of Jenkins. All of a sudden, they was 20. Okay. The T Flats car stopped just east of Jenkins. The male Hispanics inside the vehicle yelled T Flats and threw gang signs directed at Jenkins. Wait.
Anyway. 2 niggas was from Treetop too, right?
But the other 2 niggas was from Treetop too, but they only threw gang signs up at Jenkins. But this supposed to be Jenkins' testimony, and he said, okay, anyway. Tyler Jenkins is in an interview with homicide detectives, told the detectives that Socia Vicencio had threatened him in the past. He told the detectives that he saw something black in his hand of the right front passenger. Fearing for his life, Jenkins pulled out a 9mm semi-automatic and shot at the vehicle. Shot the driver, Socia Vicencio, dead in his head.
Fuck that bitch ass nigga and his mama.
The only one that got shot. Shot him dead in his head.
Fuck his hood. Fuck everything he stand for.
You have to have good. Never mind.
Yeah, I got good aim.
The vehicle remained at its stationary position until Najaro steered the vehicle northbound for approximately a block and 1.5 before crashing into a parked vehicle. All 3 male Hispanics fled the vehicle. Najaro was not interviewed by the sheriff homicide for approximately 1 year from the date of the incident. So 1 year from the date of the incident, they still didn't know the other two Mexicans' name, but Jenkins supposed to have been a snitch. But the only person he named was a nigga he killed.
Fuck that nigga.
Anyways, defendant Eder Socia Vicencio charged, and this is still the evidence synopsis, a summary. Socia Vicencio, Maurice Revles, and Juan Guerrero were allegedly attempted to extort a Compton car wash owner of $250 a week. They threatened to burn down the car wash if the money was not paid. They had their hands in their pockets, indicating that they were armed with guns. This case was investigated by Detective Albert Carrillo. This testimony is relevant because the defense is putting the victim's character of violence into issue. Additionally, this evidence is relevant because Revles and Guerrero were later indicted by Los Angeles County grand jury for terrorizing a black family 1 block from the homicide scene in the case BA0361074. So Jenkins was a snitch for telling them he used to threaten black people, and they already knew he threatened black people because he was extorting black people. Okay.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Eder Socia Vicencio was arrested for T Flats tagging on March 20th, 2009. This is probably like a month, 3 weeks before the crime, before he got shot in the head. Socia Vicencio, a.k.a. Hammer, lived in the 200 block of Elm Street at the time of the incident. This address is approximately 1 block from the shooting. On March 20th, 2009, Socia Vicencio was detained by the deputies Schneider and Rizzolini near his Compton residence. He self-admitted his membership in the T Flats, and his moniker was Hammer. He self-admitted that he was from T Flats. A month before
I smoked this bitch
Jenkins shot him in the head, they already knew he self-admitted that he was from T-Flats and that he was hammered. So Jenkins did not tell them nothing that they already didn't know. Nothing that these two snitches already didn't tell. The reason why this was said like this is because they filing for a self-defense motion. Y'all didn't know all that, huh? So back to the real shit. On February 2nd, Deputy Ramirez and Maglin drove down Sosa Vicencia residence. He was hanging out with Rodriguez, Garola, Revles, all indicted for hate crimes against the Compton black family. A consent search of Sosa Vicencia's house revealed a handgun and a rifle. So all of them were already on indictments for hate crimes on black people. So Tyler Jenkins being snitched on by these two dudes, saying that he's the one that killed them, and he telling them that he was threatened by them before. I think they already knew that, and I think that was relevant, especially if you're getting snitched on.
Bitch ass niggas. I was the hero for the hood, nigga. If you really want to be technical,
real shit,
bitch ass
real
niggas.
shit. Because they was terrorizing not just the treetops, they was terrorizing black families, as you can see in this paperwork. So, on January 21st, 2008, Detective Carrillo served a search warrant at Socia's house. Now, this is 2008. He recovered a rifle. Sosa Vicencio self-admitted to being a T-Flats gang member with the moniker of Hammer. This is in 2008, before the crime even happened.
Let me see that. Let me get a bar of that.
He was already indicted on hate crimes. He was already telling the police that his name was Hammer and that he was from T-Flats.
He got caught tagging?
He got caught tagging him on the wall.
What did he put on the wall?
Fuck niggers.
And what year was that?
2008.
Bitch ass niggas. Fuck y'all niggas.
These two immunity getting motherfuckers already had told him that he was Hammer from T-Flat as well.
Nigga, don't call them immunity getting motherfuckers. Call them what they call them in Swamp Stories. They call them niggas in Swamp Stories 6'9" on Paru, nigga. Go check out them Swamp Stories. 400 verse Bonta, nigga. They talk about my case, nigga. This case that's at hand, nigga.
So before you guys
Paru,
call somebody a snitch and put a jacket on them, you should go down to the court and get the real court documents, not the appellant summary, so you guys can know exactly what happened. How can he snitch on someone when nobody door got kicked in, nobody was arrested? He was the only person that got tried for the murder that got dropped to manslaughter because the man was.
And let me reiterate for all you goofy motherfuckers, blood. I was the only one who went to jail, nigga. I did my whole time on the level 4 prison yard, blood 180, nigga. Wherever I go, nigga, I have to show my paperwork. Stupid motherfuckers. Blood, don't get caught up in this internet shit, bro.
So when you read the full paperwork in hand, you would already know the gist of the story that he had got told on. Somebody had already gave statements, and the police already believed whatever they wanted to believe. But as you can see, if it's 3 people that commit a crime, 2 people should have got accessory. 1 should have got charged with the crime. No, they only wanted Jenkins.
Who was Jenkins?
Bompton G. Uno.
That's who they wanted.
But I just want to say to all the homies that was out here when that shit took place, that know that case, that know the truth, and especially the homies with a big platform, like, for y'all not to be like at least speaking up or telling people that that's treetop business, or, you know, telling people to get off the homie, you niggas is foul, because y'all know what happened. Y'all know them 2 niggas that got picked up 10 minutes later, told where the gun was at, and had them on the hunt for G Uno, and already had told them that it was Hammer from Tunas, and that he was threatening them days before this. All he did was went along with whatever, so that instead of getting the life sentence by his goddamn self, he can get manslaughter. And that's why he here. It is what it is.
Shit. Bitch ass niggas. Now with that being said, blood, I'm gonna let you clown ass, internet believing ass, weirdo ass niggas, YouTubers, bloggers, whatever. Shout out to Swamp Stories though.